All right, so we're gonna talk about Raheem Mostert, his press conference. I kind of got to get at you, Raheem. I appreciated his confidence. I loved how he said, "I'm the starting running back." I loved how he said, "We have unfinished business." I love how he said, "When I step on the field, I want everybody to say that's a bad mofo." Even though I haven't proved it throughout my career, but when I step on the field, I want everybody to say that that's the best running back in the league. I love that. But one thing that I didn't like and that I don't think his actions have been behind this statement was he said the San Francisco 49ers are a family organization. We are a family. And my first thought was, A, were you a family when you SHIT'd on your brother in the running back room, Tevin Coleman? Like when you put his contract on Front Street and said you wanted just as much money as him, right? Like, was it family then? And then two, were you family when you know that the most important contract that and the most important person that needs to be extended is George Kittle? Like, were you that important when you was on Front Street asking for much more money? It just, to me, it seems like his actions, his words aren't following behind his actions when it comes to the family part, right? Because his actions over the last 4 weeks have been about Raheem Mostert.
No doubt. He must have said the word family 50 times in that interview. And to me, when a guy keeps repeating the word, I think he
doesn't mean it.
Someone in the organization said that to him, and he's repeating it to be a good guy. Here's my interpretation. He was really angry with the organization. John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan sit him down and calm him down. Because I'm telling you, if you're doing business with the Yorks and Parag, you feel like you're getting lied to. They'll say one thing and they'll forget it the next day. But when you talk to Kyle and John, you trust them. Players trust them. Right. So if the conversation was, John said he was angry that Raheem Mostert requested the trade. So they sit down, and I'm imagining John's like, dude, what are you doing? Right. Are you in or are you out? And Mahomes is like, dude, I want to be in. And they're like, okay, you trust us. We're going to take care of you. If John Lynch says, trust me, I'm going to take care of you, you're getting taken care of. Right. If Jed Yorker Parag says, trust us, you're getting taken care of, somewhat of the John Lynch effect. He comes back in and there's stability in the organization because his word carries weight and players trust him.
Most definitely.
I think Kyle even stepped in. I think that was the one that kind of made the turning point. You know, he specifically talked about him, and Kyle specifically went to him, and they had the heart-to-heart talk to see where his head was at. Basically, that they came to another understanding, and after that they became on the same page. But yeah, I think Kyle was the one that kind of turned that.
I'm guessing Kyle sat him down, and John said, "Okay, Raheem, what do you want? Are you in or are you out?"
Right.
And Raheem said, "I want to be in." And they said, "Okay, then we'll take care of you. Trust us." And you can trust them, but you can't trust Jed and Parag. That's why these sit downs are really important. And that 2-month absence of John Lynch this offseason was significant. Now that he's back, the organization is back to running as a first-rate organization.
Most definitely, man. Yeah.
Real quick, man, I wasn't really feeling. I mean, and that's good with the confidence of Raheem, but him kind of assuming he's gonna be the starting running back. That's kind of another under the bus from Tico. I felt like that's the vibe that I got. Not only that, you talked about Tico's money. Now you're saying I'm the starting running back. We don't know that. Jet could be the starting running back.
Hey, I'm telling you guys right now, if Jet is back to rare form and everybody's talking about him like he is, Raheem Mostert is not going to get those carries and those yards that he needs to get that $1 million, bro. Because he has a $500,000 bonus for how many carries he gets, and he has a $500,000 bonus for how many yards he gets. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that he has to get over 220 carries, and he has to get over 1,100 yards because he had 1,100 yards last year.
Okay. Jeez,
that's what it is. That's tough to hit those. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Because if you look at last year, his stats added up with the complete season in the playoffs, it's about 200 carries and 1,100 yards. So they're probably going to base that off of what your bonus is going to be this year. He's not going to reach that with Jet McKinnon healthy. I guarantee you, right? And by him saying he's a starting quarterback, you might be Raheem, bro. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. I don't think that you might not be the guy.
Like, I think he's going to be the guy week 1, but knowing Shanahan, he'll have a quick hook. Soon as Raheem Mostert fumbles the ball, it's over. over.
Bye-bye.
But I think Shanahan is going to be smart and give him the start week 1 because if he doesn't, then he opens himself up for criticism from people like me, and I can be tough.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
you are literally Grant, bro. I think you're the toughest guy in 49ers media to this day. I've never. Your dad was tough on DeBartolo.
Way tougher. But now that he's out of the game, yeah.
Yeah, he was tough. But you're
remember when he told Jed York to fire himself? That was pretty good. I haven't had a moment like that yet, but I'm working up to it.
Hey, bro, that's crazy.
Is Raheem going to be a gunner? Is he going to continue to be a gunner?
Yeah. He said, when I step on the field, even as a gunner, I want to be the best gunner on the football field. He's still going to be a gunner this year.
Okay, cool.
I think he will. I think he will.
Yeah, because he's the best gunner.